Welcome back to Beyond the Uniform. I'm Justin Asiri. Normally, I meet with military veterans to learn about their civilian career, what they do, how they got there, advice to others seeking to do the same. Normally, I also do these announcement episodes with just a Post-it note and a microphone. We're upping the game today because I've got a Post-it, a microphone, and a 10-month baby boy. Not doing it to be cute. That is just... shit is getting real right now. We do not have a nanny, and I am not going to get this out unless I seize the moment and record with him. So in this moment, he is cooperating. I'm grateful, and I will keep it brief. So usually when I do it Beyond the Uniform, I do business up front, party in the back. We're going to start with the personal stuff up front, and then 2 quick announcements, and we'll be done in just a minute or two. So the personal one up front is I'm actually going to be launching a brand new podcast next year. It's called Work in Progress. The podcast itself is very much a work in progress right now, so I'm not sure when that will be released. However, one component of the new website is I'm going to be offering an online men's group. And for those of you who have listened to Beyond the Uniform in the past, you've heard me talk about the work I've done with about 4 different men's groups in the last 3 years. It's had an enormous impact on my life, on helping me connect with others, learn about myself, challenge myself to be my best. And so I'm very excited. It'll be the first time that I've actually led one of these men's groups. Also the first time I've done it online. And so I wanted to open this up. It's going to be open to anyone. It's not just members of the military. It's a completely separate endeavor. But I did want to announce that to the Beyond the Uniform community first, in case it's of interest to you or you'd like to learn more. And I've got a 10-month-old baby reaching for the microphone. Yes, it is very exciting. We've got a future podcaster here, folks. You saw him when he was 10 months old, reaching for the microphone, wanting to be heard. So if you're interested, check it out. I'll put it in the show notes, but it is work_in_progress.co. Yes, quite possibly the worst domain name bastardization, but domain names are expensive. So that's work_in_progress.co. You'll find more information there, and you can sign up if you're interested. I'll announce it to the public in January, so giving you a 2-week head start if it's of interest, and just going to keep it to 6 people, so starting pretty small. The second announcement is I had the privilege and honor to sit down yesterday with Jocko and Leif of Extreme Ownership fame. It was the highlight of my 333 episodes in 3 years with Beyond the Uniform to have that conversation. That episode is going out on Monday. Steve and I chatted about releasing an episode in the holidays. We're going to do it. It'll be the last episode until the new year, so it'll be up for about 2 weeks before another one crowds it out. So be sure to check that out. That comes out on Monday if you're listening to this in real time. And then the last announcement I have is that we have 4 webinars coming up in January. Very excited about these. Actually already got 2 going to be coming up for February pretty soon. But that is Veterans in Finance. That's January 8th. 1-hour webinar deep dive into the finance industry. On January 13th, we're going to be doing Interviewing Part 2. It's an hour-and-a-half webinar led by George Randall. I did part 1. George wasn't able to join, so we're redoing this because we've got so much information to cover. That's on January 13th. On January 20th, I'm doing Veterans at the Big 3. It is a follow-on to Veterans in Consulting. If you're interested in the consulting field, be sure to join that one. And then the last one on January 27th, The Transition Mission with Herb Thompson. Herb just wrote a book called The Transition Mission. He's giving all of the proceeds to a nonprofit, his nonprofit that helps veterans in their transition. Honored to have him on to share a little bit about what he's learned. So check out those 4 events and be tuned on the lookout for 4 more coming in February. I appreciate your patience in this atypical interview episode where I've got an extra person here along for the ride. Bodie's very first podcast, but just a sign of how crazy things are at right now. Take care, and I will see you on Monday's episode.